Good morning everyone. Today we'll start with the next topic of square and square roots, finding the square of a number. Now children, we know that 3 square is 9, 7 square is 49. But yes, if we want to find square of some bigger numbers or two-digit numbers without multiplying 23 with 23, or suppose we want to find square of 41. So without multiplying 41 by 41, how to find the square? Or moreover, in class 8th, in exercise 6.2, we have to find the square of these type of numbers. So which method we'll follow? That is, what you have to do, break this 23 into two parts. 23 is written as 20 plus 3 whole square. As I told you here, as you can see here, 3 square is written as 3 into 3. This part 2 means the base will come 2 times. Similarly here also, 20 plus 3 will come 2 times. 20 plus 3 into 20 plus 3. Now what you have to do, you have to open the bracket. So in first bracket, just see the first bracket. First bracket, first term is 20. Multiply it with second full bracket. This 20 will first multiply with this full bracket. Then second term of this bracket, first bracket, is plus 3. Take the sign also. Plus 3. Then this 3 will multiply with this full bracket. This is the way we have to open the bracket. So now we'll open the brackets, this bracket and this bracket. 20 into 20 is 400. 20 into 3 is plus 60. Plus 3 into 20 is 60. Plus is plus only. So 3 3s are 9. So after adding, we get the answer as 529, because this is 400 plus 129. 160 plus 60 is 120, and after adding 9 in it, we get 129. So this is the square of 23. In this way we have to calculate in exercise 6.2. So let us see 6.2, question 1. Find the square of following numbers. So we are given 6 parts. I am doing first part and fifth part. First part is 32. Now to find the square of 32, I have to break this number into two numbers. 32 is written as 30 plus 2 whole square. Right? Now 30 plus 2 whole square means this bracket will come 2 times. So now how to open this bracket? Take the first term of first bracket, multiply it with second full bracket. Then take the second term of first bracket, plus 2. This will multiply with second full bracket. Now open the brackets. 3 3s are 9, 2 zeros will come. 3 3s are 9, and this 0 and this 0 makes it 900. 30 into 2 is 60. 2 into 30 is 60. 2 into 2 is 4. All are having plus sign, so plus will come. So this is 900 plus 124. 1024 is the answer. Now there is one more method to find the square of this number. That is identity method. What you have to do, again break 32 into 30 plus 2 whole square. Now you have to learn this identity, that a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Now you can see when I break this 32 into 30 plus 2, it becomes of the form a plus b whole square. So this term becomes 30 plus 2 whole square becomes a plus b whole square, and its expansion is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So if we compare this left hand side with this number, a is what? A is 30 and b is 2. So what we'll do, in the right hand side we'll replace a with 30 and b with 2. So it becomes 30 square plus 2 square plus 2 into a is 30 and b is 2. 2ab means 2 will multiply with ab. All these three numbers will be multiplied and it becomes 120. 2 square is 4. 30 square is 900. So you will get 900 plus 124. Answer is same, 1024. So either you can use this identity a plus b whole square. First make that number in a plus b whole square form, then write down its expansion and put the values of a and b and get the answer. Or you can simply open the bracket and solve it out. Now see, I'm doing fifth part, 71 square. So 71 square is written as 70 plus 1 whole square. Now if we open the bracket, if we rewrite it 70 plus 1 whole square, it can be 70 plus 1 into 70 plus 1. Now I am using the first method. So 70 will first multiply with this bracket, then plus 1 will multiply with the second bracket. So we get 70 into 70 is 4900, plus 70 into 1 is 70, 1 into 70 is 70, plus 1. So this is 4900 plus 141. After adding we get 5041 as the answer. So you can use a plus b whole square also. A square plus b square plus 2ab, where a is 70 and b is 1. In this way you can do question 1 all parts. Now coming to question 2, before doing this question number 2, let me explain you Pythagorean triplets. What are Pythagorean triplets? As we know, this is a right angle triangle, and in right angle triangle we have three members, or we can say we have three elements. One is hypotenuse, this one is base, and this one is perpendicular. This is the longest side, and according to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is always equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Now in this exercise 6.2 we have to find the Pythagorean triplets. As I told you, hypotenuse, perpendicular and base, these are called the three members of Pythagorean triplets, right? Hypotenuse, perpendicular and base. Now in square and square roots we can say 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1. These are the three members of Pythagorean triplets. Because if m square plus 1, if we take it as hypotenuse, this as base and this as perpendicular, and satisfy in this formula, you will see left hand and right hand side will become equal. And if the Pythagoras theorem is satisfied, then we can see say that those three members are the members of Pythagorean triplets. So that is why 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1 are the three members of Pythagorean triplets. Suppose now we'll do question 2. If one member is given to us, like in first part 6, one member is given. You can see second question, first part, write a Pythagorean triplet whose one member is 6, second part 14, 16, 18. So you can see all are even numbers. So we are going to deal with even numbers in this class 8 or in this exercise. When one member is given to you and that member is also even, so put them equal to 2m, as these are the three members, 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1. So if one member is given to us and that member is also even, then put it equal to 2m. So from here you can easily find out m. Now one member we have used, that we have equated equal to 6. Now after getting m, we'll put the value of m in these two members. So 3 square minus 1 and 3 square plus 1, 9 minus 1 and 9 plus 1. So 8 and 10. So therefore other members of Pythagorean triplet are 8 and 10. Doing one more part, let us do second part 14. Let it be equal to 2m. So m is 14 by 2, that is 7. Now if this was the first member, 2m, that is equal to 14 we have taken. If 2m is the first member, other member is m square minus 1 and next is m square plus 1. Now we got m from here. If we put 14 equal to first member, we get m from there. So now put this value of m here, 7 square minus 1 and 7 square plus 1. So 49 minus 1 and 49 plus 1. So these are 48 and 50. So therefore other two members are 48 and 50. So in this way you have to do other two parts. You can see in third part 16, put it equal to 2m, so you will get m8. So one time you will write 8 square minus 1, 8 square plus 1, 64 minus 1, 64 plus 1. So 63 and 65 are the other two members. In fourth part, put it equal to 2m, m will be 9. So m square minus 1 is 9 square minus 1, that is 81 minus 1 is 80, and 81 plus 1 is 82. So 80, 82 and 18 are the three members of the Pythagorean triplet. So in this way you have to complete this exercise 6.2 question 1 to all parts. Thank you so much.